Hey everybody, these employees should get Employee of the Month by default for having to deal with these ridiculous customers. Story 1 is from Entitled People, titled, Entitled Customer Yelled at Me for not giving her a freshly baked cookie while standing in front of the oven. I work at a small bakery and this lady comes in asking for chocolate chip cookies. I tell her they'll be out in 3 minutes because they're literally in the oven. She rolls her eyes and said, "I don't want old ones, I want fresh." I point to the tray that's still baking and she goes, "How do I know those aren't from yesterday?" Ma'am, they're melting in front of you. Steam is coming out." She still demanded a discount for the wait. The cookies came out perfect. She left saying they were too hot. I wish I was kidding. I guess people like that just want to make trouble because you're getting what you want and you're still not happy. The math ain't mathin' here. Story 2 is also from Entitled People, titled Entitled Customer Annoyed We Were Closing. I've 28 male, worked in hospitality, mainly cinemas, for most of my adult life. Over the years, I've dealt with countless entitled customers and have more crazy stories than I can remember. But last night, something small and trivial really hit me hard and made me question why I'm still putting myself through this. In most cinemas I've worked at, the bar/retail area closes around 30 minutes after the last film goes in. This gives us time to clean up, cash up, and head home not too long after the final screenings end. At 10:30 p.m., an hour after the last film had started, a man walks up to the bar and asks for 2 hot chocolates. I politely explained that the bar was closed, but I could grab him a couple of glasses of tap water if he'd like. He gave me the most aggressive look and shouted, "Why is the bar closed when there's still films on?" I was caught off guard, but tried to explain calmly, "It's so we can close on time, otherwise we wouldn't get home until 3 a.m. He stared at me, visibly seething, and after about 10 seconds replied, "That's not an acceptable answer," before walking off in a huff. My colleague who witnessed the whole thing was just as baffled. I'm neurodivergent and sometimes worry I'm misreading signals, so I asked if I'd done something wrong, but he assured me that the customer was being extremely entitled. A few minutes later, we noticed the guy wasn't even watching a film. He was just waiting for someone, sitting at a table I had just cleaned, glaring at us from across the room. Like I said, it's a minor incident in the grand scheme of things, but after 10 years of this kind of behavior, it's exhausting. I've been trying to get out of this industry for years, but I can't even get an interview. I have a master's degree, and yet here I am stuck in this job, being yelled at because someone can't get a hot chocolate. I've heard of people showing up when a place is trying to close and demanding quality customer service, but fortunately, I've never witnessed it. This guy technically wasn't even a customer and he demanded to be treated like he was giving them $1 million. Go figure. For our next 2 stories, we're gonna try a subreddit we haven't got to try yet. I don't work here, lady. So let's head to story 3, titled Entitled Customer Demands I Open Early for Them. I don't work here. I was standing outside a bakery waiting for a friend to pick me up. Lady walks up, rattles the door. It's locked. She sees me standing there in a black hoodie and jeans holding a coffee. "Well, are you going to open or not? It's already 8. I blink. I don't work here." She actually rolled her eyes. "You're literally standing at the door." I step aside. I'm literally just loitering. She starts pulling on the handle like it's going to make it magically open. "I'm going to report you. This is terrible customer service." Okay, good luck with that, lady. This must be what it's like to go to Target wearing a red shirt and khakis. And I'm pretty sure some people do that on purpose. On to our next story. Still an I don't work here lady, titled I Can't Give You a Code. I don't work here, buddy. I was looking to get a storage unit a few years back. The guy who ran the joint was walking out the front door with someone just as I pulled up. He told me that he was going to show this person a unit and he would be back in a few minutes. Not being in any rush, I told him no problem and waited patiently. I spotted a trash can by the door and thought it was a good enough time to clean up some of the junk collecting in my car. So I'm digging away in my center console trying to unstick some gum, and I hear someone pull up to the parking spot next to me. I hear them get out and annoyingly bang on the front door. The employee also put up a sign that read, "In the lot, will return in 10 minutes. The sign being fairly big and obvious, I assumed the person would have enough common sense to wait with me. Nope. The person comes up from behind and asks, "Hey man, can you give me a gate code?" I give up on the gum and turn around to tell the guy, "Sorry, I don't work here." The guy doesn't back down and asks again with an annoyed tone, "Give me a break, pal. You're up here detailing your car. Get off your butt and give me a code." My smile turns to a frown and I yell at him, "I can't give you a code. I don't work here, buddy." He mumbles something and wanders off into the storage unit area. A few minutes later, he comes around with the employee and I overhear him saying I need to be fired. The employee shakes his head and opens the door and lets the guy into the main office. I'm sure the storage employee had seen my face because he walked straight over to me with a big smile. He said, "Sorry, sir. He's one of our local a-holes. Let me give him a code and I can give you a good deal on a unit if you decide on renting with us. Just hold tight for another minute." The annoying guy came back out and got into his car without any kind of apology. If anything, the storage guy gave me a 10% discount for 6 months. Why can't people just take no for an answer? They're telling you they don't work there and you keep on going. That customer must really be something for the employee to just tell the guy, "Oh, he's one of our local a-holes." At least the OP got a discount for his troubles. On to our next story. Titled, "Hello, Amazon, I'm calling the police on one of your drivers." This happened a while ago when I owned my fulfillment company. I had just hired a marketer to do Google ads. Our bread and butter was Amazon sellers that shipped us their products from manufacturers, and we would bundle and label them to be shipped into Amazon warehouses. We were targeting Amazon keywords, which is how this lady got our Google ad. Hello, this is Amazon Fulfillment Company. What can I do for you?" "Is this Amazon?" "No, but we ship to Amazon." "Your driver just ran into my mailbox and I want compensation." "We aren't Amazon." "You just said you were Amazon." "I said we ship to Amazon." "Do you think Amazon has a local area code and answers on the second ring?" "I'm calling the police and you're going to pay for this." "I think calling the police is a great idea. Have a nice day." After that, I told my marketing guy to change things up. Whoa. Okay, I've got one more entitled customer for you. Our last story is titled, "Customer complained her coffee was too hot, so I made sure her next one wasn't." I work at a coffee shop in Cardiff. We have regulars, most are lovely. Then there's this one woman. She orders the same thing every day, large oat milk latte, extra hot. Comes in around 9 a.m., always on the phone, never says please or thank you. Last Tuesday, she complained her coffee was too hot and demanded a refund. I explained she literally orders it extra hot. She said I was being argumentative and making excuses, insisted on speaking to my manager. Manager gave her a refund to avoid a scene. Woman left smirking. Next morning, same time, same order. Large oat milk latte, extra hot. I made it exactly to standard temperature, not extra hot, just regular hot, which cools down faster. She didn't check it in the shop, walking out talking on her phone like always. She came back 20 minutes later, absolutely fuming. Coffee was lukewarm and undrinkable. She demanded another refund. I politely explained that after yesterday's complaint about it being too hot, I made it to the standard temperature today to ensure it wouldn't burn her. Can't win either way, apparently. She demanded I remake it extra hot like she ordered. I said I'd be happy to, but couldn't offer a refund since the first one was made to the standard temperature, which is what we serve unless otherwise specified. She did receive the oat milk latte she paid for. Manager backed me up this time, no refund. She hasn't been back in 4 days. The morning shift has been significantly more pleasant. I think that was a little dose of entitled people and malicious compliance rolled into one. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. As usual, I have a blast reading them to you. As usual, if you enjoy the content, I ask that you keep sharing, and subscribing. I will definitely keep making more videos, and we'll keep exploring subreddits if that's what you guys want to hear. Join me in the comments by offering these employees the Employee of the Month award. You're getting it from Storytime with Sean. It doesn't come with any money, unfortunately. This channel isn't monetized yet. Hopefully someday. We will see you next time at Storytime with Sean. Have a great day. Hey, you made it to the end of my video. Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. YouTube is showing you some other videos available on the channel that are just as funny and totally worth your time. Watch another. I'll be there waiting for you. See you soon.